Alright, I'm back. I know you missed me. I missed making the videos a little bit actually. I've always got things to say in these videos and I always want to make them, but as I've explained, I've kind of had to take a bit of a step back because you know, it's becoming dangerous for me in many ways. I know that's going to sound like rubbish to you. You think, what is this madman talking about? I don't give a shit, honestly. I can see things with my own eyes. I've got a brain. I've got quite a good brain, believe it or not. I believe I'm quite an intelligent, insightful person, and I think that what I'm perceiving at the moment is mostly accurate. Slightly inaccurate, probably. Slightly a little bit of my paranoia, a bit of my own inflated sense of self-importance, but for the most part accurate. There's an agenda against me in certain quarters. I'm not sure if it's personal or political entirely, but I think it is a bit of both, and I'm just thinking, is it worth my while to like put myself in the spotlight in this way? But you know, it's sad because I made some really good videos recently, and I haven't had the courage actually to upload them because I've been, you know, because I say some stuff in them, and I say some stuff, and it's a bit, you know, a bit out there, and it obviously opens me up for like criticism, some of which I guess is justified, and most of which is not. And it's sadly that we live in a society that kind of, you know, makes alternative opinions and you know, individualism, it makes it difficult sometimes, and it's a great shame about that, but that is what it is. And as a result of living in this way and growing up in the place where I grew up and having the sort of friends, all of whom I love, you know, that I've got, but it's like, you know, friends tell me, look, you need to calm down, mate, you shouldn't like believe all these things that you believe so much, but I believe them, and I can see things happening, and I've got to talk about it. And like, as I've kind of alluded to before, I think that it may well be, you know, my purpose in life to talk about these things and to bring some sense of enlightenment. And I go into this sort of idea a bit deeper in some of these videos, and I might upload them. I've got to upload them really, because if I don't upload them, it's a disservice to myself, it's a disservice to God, whatever that word means, and it's a disservice to all of you, because I believe that my opinions, you know, can help all of us, and I believe that I express myself in a way that's quite easy for like any of you to understand, and I mean it. I mean what I say. I ain't one of these fucking mugs like Russell Brand, all doing it for some, you know, some other secret agenda, which I would just like to say has been proven by, you know, it's that all vote Labour and all that 3 days before the election. Anyway, fuck all that. I didn't make an election video. Obviously I wanted to, but it's pointless, isn't it? It's pointless to participate in any of that shit. Makes no difference at all. We've seen the result. Nothing's going to change. Nothing would have changed whoever won that election. So from that point of view, it would have been nice to see if like the Green Party got in, and see, like, you know, then, oh really, how would they react? Because I think also they are, you know, capitalist shills under the surface, because too many of their policies are like suicide policies, you know. No, they don't want to, they're not supposed to be taken seriously. 60% tax, like they give the government more than half your wages every month. Fuck that, you know. But anyway, this is not what I want to talk about. Already, you know, I've been talking off the subject for too long now. I'm going to talk about this place that I'm in. Please, sir, continue. It's one of the excellent staff at Hilton Waterfalls in Sharm el Sheikh, which you can see the magnificent foyer behind me. Now, I'm just going to go through security, as we have in, you know, most of these like developing nations, particularly Islamic ones. I'm going to go through a metal detector now. So it's good. Ooh. Yeah, so you might ask yourself, what is Mike Hunt, you know, would be socialist, revolutionary, anti-capitalist voice of a generation staying in a 5-star resort? And it is a good question, which I will address just once I've passed these next 2 gentlemen at security. Hello, sir. Hello. Yeah. So, what am I doing? Staying in a 5-star resort? That's a bit hypocritical, ain't it? Well, let me explain to you. I've actually come into some money recently, and I'm going to spend it. Do you know what I mean? Of course I'm going to spend it. And I'm trying to spend it in a not entirely selfish manner. I'm actually taking my mum on holiday. Believe it or not, it's, you know, had its moments of challenge, but mostly it's been quite a nice experience, because we don't have our parents for long. We don't have them forever, as I sadly know, and yeah, so we got to try and do nice things for them, haven't we, sometimes? So this is what I'm doing in a 5-star resort. You know, and I've got, like I say, I'm going to carry on spending my money, you know, however I please. Yeah, and some of it is, you know, some of it's going to be pretty unsavoury, I reckon, actually, and some of it is going to be, you know, well, all of it. Anytime I spend money, I am propagating the system that I speak against, aren't I? So, you know, what gives me the right to say these things? Well, I say these things because I feel these things, you know, and I'm not saying nobody should be able to enjoy the profits of their labour, but I'm saying there is another way. Over here, this is quite nice. I hope you can see it, because this camera I can't actually zoom in on. But look at that. Look at that for some magnificent scenery. In the background you can see the mountains of the Sinai Desert, which I'm going to speak more about in a moment, which will be the main focus of this video. But in the foreground you can see something that looks like an Arabian palace, right? Of course it's not authentic, you know, and nothing whatsoever in this town is authentic. Actually, this place, Sharm el Sheikh, it's existed apparently for about 20 years. Before that it was literally just desert, you know, and I'm here at the coastline. And on top of it has been built, you know, numerous all-inclusive resorts, which people like myself and other people from similar cultures to mine come and spend their money and you know, have a good time. And again, nothing wrong with that at all. But the thing about it is like, it really highlights the disparity in the world, because I'm going to go into the town a little bit, and you know, the point is, the people that actually live here, the people that have given up their town, you know, to allow the creation of these resorts, they ain't getting fuck all out of this. Yeah, they're not benefiting from this whatsoever. This is like rape. Do you know what I mean? We are coming here having a good time, and like, fuck them. I mean, I don't know the situation here at all. I can't make any comments about how, you know, the locality has been exploited or anything like that. I'm not making this video for that purpose, but I'm making a point that, like, Western decadence, you know, the fruits of capitalism, it leaves somebody at the other end fucked over. And you know, all the guys that's working in the resort, working so hard, geezers are doing 12-hour shifts day in, day out, you know, and what do you think they're getting paid for it? You know, honestly, what do you think they're getting paid? Peanuts. And like, how can we say that that's fair? How can we say that the world should be this way? And yes, I'm contributing to it by staying here, and alright, say what you want about that, you know. I think I've made my position clear enough anyway. But yeah, this place, you know, it's so artificial. It's fun, it's nice, but it's wrong. We shouldn't have it in the world. And again, you're going to say, well, hypocrite, why are you staying there again? Because, you know, I'm a bit of a cunt. I've said that so many times, haven't I? I like having fun. I like spending money. I enjoy it, you know. I'm addicted to it, you know. I'm addicted to pleasure. So that's that. But I can see another way. And I'm striving to improve, you know what I mean? Not striving hard enough, obviously, and maybe I never will improve. Oh, and that is a key point as also why I'm kind of stepping back from making videos, basically, because of other issues as well, pertaining to my psychology, my psyche, pertaining to my psyche. You know, I am really not the person I should be, and I'm having a hard time in some ways, and I really haven't got the right to preach to you about a better life, given the life that I am leading and have led. I haven't got the right to do that and be taken seriously. I've got the right to say what I want to say because everyone's got that right, but you know, I'm just not the person I should be, and I need to be a better person. And I can just, all I can do, all I'm entitled to do, in my opinion, is give you my opinion, because I'm always going to have that right, whatever I do and whoever I am. But actually, if I expect people to like follow me, which I don't, because I'm not a good person in some ways, you know. So, but I can say it. But how can I expect people really to take it seriously when I don't live the good life that I should be leading? So that's number one reason why Mike Hunt has taken a step back in recent days. Sorry, I was going to get more of this. That's like a fun park or something like that. Anyway, it looks cool though, doesn't it? Look really cool. Them Arabian buildings and the Sinai Desert in the background. Oh, fantastic! It's good. I recommend it to you. You can get quite a reasonably priced holiday in Sharm el Sheikh. So, you know, while we're still living like this is a possible way of enjoying it. You know, and I should make it clear that I think there is a place actually for money in society, and I'm not backtracking. I've always thought this. I perhaps haven't expressed it sufficiently in my videos, but there is a place for money, and it could be like one of the tiers of society. You know, it could be one of the ways that we live. It could be an option. Do you know what I mean? All I'm talking about really is so that people like this over here that work 12 hours a day, yeah, actually have some level of comfort, you know, have an acceptable standard of living as a result of the fruit of their labours. But they don't at the moment, and this is like the majority of the world living like this, yeah? This is the majority of the world. You think because you're, you know, got a house and a refrigerator and a microwave and this and that, you think that everybody's fucking got that. Well, they ain't, you know. Most people haven't got that. People haven't got electricity. People haven't got running water. I don't know the situation about Egypt so much. Actually, I don't know really how comfortable the majority live, but it's not as comfortable as they should be, as a result of a large number of people, or actually comparatively small number of people, comparatively tiny number of people living like czars, living like kings. But anyway, we could have a system where people that want to do pointless, inane things like play on iPads and sit looking at their fucking smartphone all day long, which is just got out of control now. You know, I don't have a smartphone. I'm just seeing everyone sitting there using them all the time. It's fucking stupid, man. Like, it's just got out of control. But if you want to do that, then yeah, we could have money for that. You know what I mean? We could have money to pay for these things, and we could give people the option to do that if they want to do that. Yeah, I ain't got no problems with that actually. You know, as an optional thing, and what's like, you know, shit like television, media, all that. Again, it's fun, it's entertaining. That's an option for people, you know. People should be allowed to have that option. And maybe you need to earn money to do that. But for people that like don't have the means to make money, which is again most of the world, for people that don't have that, you know, possibility, then they should still have access to like water and food and things like that, and they should not have to worry about that, you know. People shouldn't have to worry about having a roof over their head.